Hi, Todd VanDenburg here with VanDenburg Capital Management and another Uncommon Sense update. So once again, we've got the markets just screaming along, hitting all-time highs in the S&P and the Dow. It's really been sort of an amazing last couple of months here, where the Dow blew right through 33,000. We're going to probably set a new target here for the end of the year in the next several weeks, but it looks all good, and the primary reason for that is that there's this anticipation with all this government spending, these bills that have been passed at the end of the Trump administration and early in the Biden administration, that we're looking at trillions and trillions of dollars of government spending, and that expectation is it's going to have a positive impact on the economy, at least in the short term. Now, let's be clear, this is all borrowed money. It's not like it's earned money or growth or tax revenue. This is 100% borrowed from the future, so it will have to be paid back. But that's not really something that we worry about right now, because we're not paying it back right now, and we're financing all that borrowing at historically low interest rates. So the carrying cost, which is really what a loan is all about, right? If you get a loan and you can afford to make the interest payments, and it's an interest-only loan, as long as you can make those interest payments, you're all good. Now, when that loan hits maturity and you have what's known as a balloon payment, which is how government debt works, at the end of the maturity of that loan, you got to be able to pay it all back. And what the U.S. government does is it just goes out and borrows again, and borrows at whatever the interest rate is at the time to refinance the old debt. So while there is a lot of expectation about the positive impact that all this spending is going to have on the U.S. economy, there will be a reckoning at some point in the future, and we'll be looking out for that. But that's not what I wanted to talk about today. Today, I want to talk about the immigration issues that are plaguing us right now. To be clear, nothing I say here should be construed as me having commentary on whether all this immigration that we're seeing is good, bad, right, or wrong. My job here is to really take a look at the economic impact of it, and so that's what I'm going to talk about today. So we are seeing a surge of new people coming to the border, larger than we've seen in over 20 years. It's not normal, and again, people can speculate as to why that is, but it is what it is. And so we have to think about, well, what's the impact to the U.S. economy of all these people, because they're not being sent back to their country of origin. They're basically being held in a variety of facilities, and then as soon as they're given an immigration hearing date, and in some cases before that, they're sort of turned loose to the interior of the United States and expected to come back at a later date to go through the process of trying to become a citizen or something like that. So those people are going to be working. Not all of them, but a lot of them are going to be working. And if you think about immigration in the United States, there's really two kinds, right? There's the illegal immigration, those people that just cross the border, not at the normal border station and apply for asylum. These are people that just cross the border through the holes in our border and then get picked up by the Border Patrol. So that's the illegal immigration. And then there's the legal immigration. So we legally take on about 1 million new citizens a year through the legal immigration process. And the overwhelming majority of those people are, educated in some way. They're taking jobs, or at least getting jobs that are, jobs that require a little more education, and so that has an impact on one segment of the population. But when you compare that to the number of people that are coming across illegally, those people are actually coming into the U.S. economy and taking jobs that are on the lower wage end of the spectrum. And so if you think about what's the impact to our economy of illegal immigration, the reality is from a large corporation standpoint, if you are able to take advantage of people that are here illegally and maybe not pay them as much as you would pay somebody who's here legally, that's actually good for your bottom line. It doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it ethical or moral. But math is math. If you can lower your cost of wages and keep your prices the same, your profits go up. So while lots of people want to comment on the good, bad, right, and wrong of what should we do about all the illegal immigration, from an economic standpoint, those people that are coming into the economy that way are not taking the high-paying jobs. They're taking the low-paying jobs, and in many cases, it's low-paying jobs that many Americans just don't want to do in the first place. So, again, there's a lot of talk about what's the economic impact of all these illegal immigrants, and the reality is that the real impact from a stock market standpoint is that it's not a net negative, and if it's anything, it's a net positive. It might just be neutral, but it's not a net negative. So we're not looking at the immigration situation as anything that we need to be overly concerned about, regarding, investing for the long term. The situation will have to be remedied by Congress at some point in time, but it's not something that we're overly concerned about right now. So again, if you're thinking about, or concerned about, all these levels, I mean, hundreds of thousands of people that are showing up here now every month, don't be too concerned. I mean, be concerned about, as an American, but from an economic standpoint, take a deep breath and just know that it's not going to collapse the U.S. economy. If you have any questions about this or any other financial issue, please, give me a call, send me an email, post a response to this video. I'm happy to answer any question you might have. But that was your update. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give us a like, give us a share, and I'll be back again soon with another Uncommon Sense update. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to be the first to hear of more Uncommon Sense updates like these, please click the subscribe button below. We'd really appreciate it. Thanks again.